Yo, what is up guys? Steven here, and I'm going to be continuing the road to S rank. So last we left off, we were at B, 40 points, and we actually have a really nice map rotation. As you can see in the bottom left, we got zones, urchin underpass, kelp dome, hype maps, hype life, hype game. So I'm just going to be using Tenatech because I want to use Tenatech. I was gone for the weekend for fall break, which is nice, and just to get back into it, gotta use good old-fashioned Tenatech. And since it zones, having suction bombs is pretty nice in general, so it's another reason to use it. So general strats on this map, I like to go into what we call pocket with this weapon, which is the area I'm standing in right now, except for on their side of the map. So hopefully I can get over there, as we're actually putting a pretty good amount of pressure, and we actually take control relatively quickly. Teammate actually took out that roller, which is really nice, and we're actually in a really good position. The reason I like being in pocket is it's actually relatively challenging to shoot people that are in that area. So that's one reason. Another reason, oh my gosh, I'm going bananas. Another reason is that it's really a good place to be to actually prevent people from coming towards the zone. As you can see, I can put pressure on their areas coming in, and in general, just kind of put in work. That roller tried to come up behind me, but fortunately I was able to see him. And we are currently only 25 points from winning. So if we can keep up the pressure, we'll be in a good position. Alright, I got that guy. And we won. That was good. That was fast. That was very fast. That was kind of disgusting, actually. I don't think I died. Went 7-0. Their team in particular didn't do that great overall, but it's plus 10, and we're climbing again. So that's good. And again, even though that was a pretty easy lobby, still gonna nope out and get a new one because it is better. And it's still at B rank, it shouldn't be too challenging, regardless of the kind of lobby I get in. The first place that I think it'll actually start to get somewhat challenging is once you hit A-, most of the lobbies are all of the A ranks, A- through A+. So games that you get A- on your team versus A+, it can be relatively challenging. But we get another game on Urchin Underpass again. So hopefully I can fight my way back to pocket. This color looks different. I don't know, it might be just the standard orange, I might just be bugging, but as you can see, I'm really making a good push here. With bomb range up, you can actually do really well, and I actually get 2 kills there. I got 3 kills, so we're in control very quickly, considering we got those 3 kills. And here's the one guy I didn't kill. He bubbled, so I'm gonna bail, because it's not worth dying. And again, the main difference that you can see between people that are in higher ranks versus people that are in lower ranks is just the abuse of the movement mechanics. It's really important to be fluid when playing this game, like have one movement do the beginning of the next and stuff like that. As we saw earlier, there's a guy standing there, and he kind of stopped to throw a splash wall, and that's just kind of indicative of a player that may be less experienced or just in general not as good, because you need to be able to do things fluidly, and throwing splash walls is something that you need to be able to do on the run. So that's just, you know, another thing that I can mention as a separating factor between the better players and the worst players. In addition, just the use of subs is really crucial. As you can see, I'm using mine effectively by, trying to choke people off, or even get kills. Whereas my opponents don't really seem to be even attempting to use subs for the most part. So we're back in it. We're back in the grind. We do have control, which is pretty nice, and I'm able to get that guy, and I'm going to be able to get this person as they spawn in. Oh, I got one there, and I don't think I actually got that guy at the end, but that's pretty good, and I don't think I died again. So that was another quick game, another quick knockout. And 13-0, so pretty good. I saw that someone had commented on one of my previous videos. They said it's not fair for me to do this series. It's not fair to play at a lower rank, even though I'm S+ rank. One, I still do play at S+ rank on my other account, and two, I don't think that's very valid. Honestly, that's just saying that no one can have an alternate account, which, regardless, if you want an alternate account, then you're going to have to start at the lowest rank. And I'm not purposely doing this to like be like, oh, look at how, look how much better I am than these people, as much as it's just, trying to talk about things that you can do to improve, as well as just general gameplay stuff, and also predominantly entertainment. So if anyone else is offended, then I'm sorry, but I don't actually I don't really think it's that valid of an argument. So I forgot to note out, so of course this is what happens in general when you stay in the same lobby. It takes a little while to get a game. But we did really well last game. We went 13-0 with a knockout. We did not get the 100-point knockout, which is somewhat disappointing. But hopefully this game we can continue to improve and continue to get points towards the B+ ranking, as we actually do get Kelp Dome, the other map. So we actually have 3 10-attacks, or 2 10-attacks and a regular splatter shot, and then a Luna. So nothing really with great range, which I think in a higher ranked lobby would be a bigger deal, but fortunately in this kind of lobby, not really a big deal. As I'm just staying by their tree because I can pressure them around this corner and really help to push them back here. Because that guy's using 96 and I died. It's the first death in the episode. I could tell it was the 96 just by the sound it was making when it was shooting, which is kind of scary that you can just tell, because it's one of the most used weapons in the game, and for good reason. It has a really good time to kill, it has great accuracy, really one of the best subs in the game, possibly the best special in the game. All around, it's just an incredibly good weapon. Looks like my team forgot, or just didn't know, that the top of the zone there does indeed count towards capturing it. So that's an important thing to keep in mind on this map. I see it happen a lot, where people, so people in general do not spray this circle at the top, and they're not able to capture the zone because of it. So something to keep in mind, that you do actually have to shoot that. And I get up all up in that guy. One of the disadvantages of 96 is that it does have a relatively slow fire rate, so you have to be very accurate. And in general, less experienced players are not going to have as much luck with accuracy if you're going to rush people like I did there. That guy lived, which is pretty unfortunate, but I'm going to get that guy, so not too worried. There's a Kraken coming, which teammate just didn't seem to care about. Oh my gosh, I thought there was someone behind me, but apparently not. And I thought I traded with a roller, but it was indeed the 96, who is actually a pretty, you know, for the lobbies that we've been in, pretty decent player. So you need to keep that in mind. At this point, since we have the lead, it's just crucial to make sure that we don't do anything stupid and don't let them get a big push per se. That would allow them to ultimately win. As I actually swam into that killer whale, which is unfortunate. 2 of my teammates died there, which is not the greatest. And it looks like they have a lot of, they're farming a lot of whales, which is pretty annoying because whale is pretty effective on this map, and they seem to be using the killer whale pretty optimally. That person, I believe that was the 96 user, kind of had a moment there. Speaking of moments, traded with that guy, even though I had Ingsuka, I missed quite a few shots there. So if we can get control of the zone back, that'd be really nice because it would reset their penalty timer, which we need to happen. And it's not looking like that's going to happen, unfortunately. The fact that we have no range is really annoying because they have a lot of longer ranged weapons. So in general, they are able to kind of camp it out a bit. I died again. So this has definitely not been as good of a game, but in addition, my teammates have just kind of been nowhere to be found this game, which will happen, of course. I'm able to get that guy. Fortunately, my teammate wins a gun battle there, and that was a really important one, as he's actually able to take control of the zone. So that was really clutch from that guy. And those are sometimes the things that have to happen in order to win. Alright, so I'm all over that guy. All over that guy. They actually had 2 whales happening at once, so that's kind of interesting. We're back in control, and at this point, it's important to play defense. So there's a Kraken. I'm assuming this is the roller. Yep. So I got another one. Only one of my teammates is alive. And hopefully they don't take control. And they don't. So we actually get the win. Good episode. 3 wins. That last game was a little bit dicey. I think I did pretty decently. I choked a couple times with Ingsuka, but I still went 23-8. No one else on my team was even close to positive, so I'm still going to take credit for that. Plus 10 for the win, and if you guys liked the video, please drop a like, drop a comment. I greatly appreciate them. I read all of them. And if you dislike the video, feel free to drop a dislike and tell me why in the comments. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.